that are pretty interesting. So I know most of you are buying a Tesla Model Y. Well, great news. The Model Y is now beating out all the competition in terms of pricing because it is now priced at lower than the average price of a brand new car. So we'll take a look at what articles just got posted. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, but more on that later. All right, so let us take a look at it. Tesla Model Y now priced below the US average for a new car. Shout out to Inside EVs. Of course, this is taking averages across all different models, all different makes, all different trims, and of course that average is around like $46,000 or $47,000. And so if you don't know, the Model Y standard range all-wheel drive starts at $46,990. But of course, that's before any sort of incentives, before the $7,500 federal tax credit, before any sort of state incentives. If you're in California, $2,000 CVRP all the way up to $7,500. So there's a lot of incentives that you can stack on top of this to bring this vehicle price down. Well, the average price of a new car in the US is about $759 more than what a Tesla Model Y is. So this is good for adoption, right? And for a while, Teslas and all electric vehicles have been more expensive than the average vehicle out there. And so that's always a barrier or initial barrier because of the higher monthly payments, the $800 to $900, even $1,100 monthly payments. So as the price goes down, which I don't know, maybe not good for you out there or us, but more Tesla vehicles are going to get sold. So it's good if you're a Tesla shareholder, but not necessarily good if you, basically the Tesla is going to be the Honda Civic or the BMW 3 Series in the California market, as it already is. But we're going to see a lot more of these out there. And that's not even talking about the Model 3, which is leagues under what the price or the average price of the average car is. But here's some other data. We talk about the Chevy Bolt EV that just got killed. A Tesla killer got killed. Starts at actually $26,500. But we know buying from dealers and all that stuff could have markups or added packages and things like that. So really, you're really probably not going to be able to get a $26,000 Chevy Bolt at MSRP. We've got the Nissan Leaf that's also out there. Hyundai Kona Electric under $40,000. But at the end of the day, with these most recent price cuts with the Tesla Model Y down to $46,990, I don't know what, I would love to see what the percentage of people are going for the Model Y standard range versus the long range, because it does feel like, it does kind of seem a lot of people still go for the long range no matter what. So I am probably going to make a poll out there to see, because most people I feel like pick the long range over the SR, but it'll be very interesting to see what is the better value out there. But it seems like most people would rather just spend the extra $3,000 or even the extra $3,000, $6,000 for the Model 3 or Model Y performance. I get that question a lot, like, is it worth it? And depending on what strategies and what you might do, which we'll actually talk about that in a little bit, versus like what types of rims you can go for and the strategies on that, whether it would make a lot of sense to get the long range or even the performance. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into our next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link, so definitely check it out if you want to support the channel.